As we get closer to the end of the season, it's time to hand out awards. And tonight, a very special one, the Stephen McDonald Extra Effort Award. For the announcement, let's go to public address announcer Joe Tollison.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the Zamboni Gate for a special presentation. In November of 1988, the Rangers established the Stephen McDonald Extra Effort Award to be presented annually to the Rangers player who, as voted by you, the fans, performs above and beyond the call of duty. Here to make tonight's presentation, please welcome Louis Ragusa, Executive Vice President, MetLife, and, along with his wife Patty and son Connor, Police Officer Stephen McDonald. On behalf of MetLife, Louis will present the Stephen McDonald Foundation with a check in the amount of $25,000.
Thank you very much.
And now to name the winner of the 2006 Stephen McDonald Extra Effort Award, ladies and gentlemen, Police Officer Stephen McDonald, his wife Patty, and son Connor.
We wanted to thank Mr. James Dolan and Madison Square Garden for this night, and Metropolitan Life for supporting our foundation, and General Manager Glenn Sather and Coach Tom Rennie for an outstanding season, and to our heroes in red, white, and blue. Bring it home.
This year's award goes to the man who brought Sweden the gold medal and hopefully will bring us back to glory. Number 30, Henrik Lundqvist.
What can I say? I'm very honored to get this award, and it's been an amazing year so far, and hopefully it can keep going here. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Henrik, and thank you to all fans who voted this season, MetLife, and the McDonald family, Patty, Connor, and Stephen. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for the presentation of colors by the New York Police Department Ceremonial Unit. And here to sing the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome, from the New York Police Department, Officer Jamal Moore.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Police Officer Jamal Moore after the presentation of the Stephen McDonald Extra Effort Award. Tonight's goalie matchups brought to you by Cannon Business Solutions. 60th game of the season for Rick DiPietro in goal for the Islanders.
He was rested last night as Gar Snow played up in Toronto, so DiPietro gets the start here against the Rangers. You see his seasonal record against the Rangers, 2-4-0.
Fourth Islander goalie to play 60 goals in the season, and Kevin Weeks comes right back after the splendid effort Tuesday night and gets the start in goal, 12-10-3 on the season. Rangers 4 wins against the Islanders, 1 overtime loss, 1 regulation loss. This is the 7th game. Brad Shaw, who says he needs to pressure, his team needs to pressure the Yager line more. Tom Rennie wants his team to stay focused on winning first place in the Atlantic Division. And tonight's New York Rangers high definition broadcast presented by Panasonic, Ideas for Life. Underway and a quick change by the Islanders.
Real quick change, all 5 players.
And a quick hit in center as Colleton with a hit on Holwig. The puck comes into the crease and is gloved by DiPietro.
Holwig looked like he was going to chase one of the Islander players after the bump. And another quick change by both teams, and we're only 13 seconds into this thing as DiPietro hangs on. Islanders have a lot of kids in the lineup. The Rangers, I think, will try to play 4 lines as much as they can through this thing. And immediately they get their big line, their big unit of 5 on the ice.
I think in talking with Brad Shaw, as John and I were doing before the game, the unanimous opinion is that they miss Alexei Zhitnik on defense. That's the guy they really miss.
He's always been a great matchup defenseman against the other team's best players, no question. Even though he's not a tall person, he's wide, he's strong, he skates well, he moves the puck well. Certainly they miss someone like that.
They will try to play this line, Wyatt Smith with Sean Bates and Sean Bergenheim against the Yager, Straka, and Nylander line. Rangers have Roosevelt and Malik on defense. Gervais number 6 and Campoli number 14 on defense for the Islanders.
And for the Rangers, game plan is get the puck deep. The Islanders defense is very young, so you try to go against young, inexperienced players and see what you can do with it.
DiPietro intercepted. Islanders lost 3-2 last night, a late goal in the 3rd period.
They outshot Toronto 29-22 up there. Toronto didn't play a particularly well played game, but the Islanders lost by giving up 2 late goals.
Here's Yager moving in. Great anticipation every time he's got the puck in the offensive zone, but he gave it away here, and it's moved out by Robert Nielsen. Nielsen moves in with Yashin, comes across to Blake, backhander goes wide. Yashin, Nielsen, and Blake the line for the Islanders. Here's Jed Ortmeyer with Dominic Moore. Stick save by DiPietro. Good hustle by Ortmeyer and allowed Moore to play the puck. Ortmeyer with the puck here. Out to the point, kept in by Ozelinch. Ozelinch has been a plus player in each of the last 4 games. Cleared aside, and it's Blake.
The thing about Ozelinch is he's getting into game shape now. He hadn't played a lot all season. Got to New York, and he wants to play well. He tries hard, but once you get your body into much better game shape, it's easier to make the good plays.
There's Yashin moving in with the puck. He was stopped, able to play it deep. Chatan had it knocked away from him.
So here's Imanen's first shift going to be coming up.
Welcome to the New York Rangers, Jarkko Imanen from Finland, wearing number 38. Called up from Hartford. Did not practice with the team.
Oh, got here at 5 o'clock this afternoon.
And he takes the puck away, put it in front. Martinek able to knock it aside. Imanen hustles to it. 2 good plays. Tootin toward the net, deflects wide, bounces into the crease, and gloved by DiPietro.
There's good 20 seconds of hustle by Jarkko Immonen. He's a good face-off centerman, intelligent in his own zone, really smart in his own zone. There he moves in, wins that battle for the puck, and then he's going to hustle to the far boards and beat Hunter to the puck, which fed the defenseman the puck. Two good plays. Let's see how he does here on the face-off against Smith.
And
Smith
it's
wins
won
it.
by Smith. Rangers have won 3 of their last 4.
That'd
The
be a
puck
penalty, Sam.
Yeah?
Yeah, directly.
Islanders are claiming it deflected.
No, but Martinic skated right to the penalty box. He knew right away.
Oh, boy. So
He
the
knew
Rangers get an
immediately.
early break.
He didn't even. Oh, maybe.
Let's see. Now he's
the
going.
Gate, yeah, now the gate finally opens. He didn't know where the gate was. He just gets the puck and flips it up
Oh,
and
yeah.
goes directly in over the lower portion of the glass. He gets a little lower right where he shot it over, and he just skated right to the penalty box. So Rangers' first power play of the game, 2:35 in.
And this Rangers power play brought to you by United Rentals. When your team needs a power play, call United Rentals. Rangers on the power play. 0 for 13 the last 2 games, just 1 for 20 in the last 3. Tootin. He ran into Sean Bates. Bates went down and he's hurt.
He was hurt the last time the Rangers played the Islanders. Remember, he had a collision in behind the net
Yeah.
with big Marek Malik, and Malik's elbow caught him right on his right ear, and he was gone for the rest of that game. Now, here he had the collision with Tootin. It was just sort of one of those ones where Tootin ran out of space. Now, is it a leg or is it his head? Here's the collision. I don't know what happened. And he went down immediately. Watch Bates.
I mean,
I don't
straightforward.
know. And he took his helmet off right away. He's on his back now. That was just, it looked like shoulder on shoulder, but I don't know if a leg gave or maybe his head gave or he had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's what it seems
is.
to be.
Yeah, it's the wind knocked right over him,
Yeah.
I think. He took the helmet off right away to try and breathe easier, I guess. Spit the mouthpiece out. And probably the way they're helping him there on the ice with his back on the ice, I think he had the wind knocked right out of him. Yeah, he's sitting up now and he's going to get his equipment.
Straight
One
on
last look.
collision. And yeah, I guess
The wind knocked right out of him.
that's what it was. Bates now gets to his knees. He's still slow getting up. Well, he's still having
Boy,
a lot
yeah,
of
he is,
difficulty.
yeah.
I wonder, is it a rib injury? He seems to have collected
Headed
himself.
towards the bench. Tootin coming off a terrific game.
Yeah.
He was exceptionally solid in the game. The Rangers won in the shootout against Philadelphia 2 nights ago here.
That hit
Tuesday
against
night.
Brian Savage was one of his best.
Oh yeah, it was a clean hit. He was assertive. He was strong on the puck all game long, and he made good decisions. He's seeing a lot of time on the power play now. In talking about Fedor Tootin, who's still on the ice.
Martinic went for delay of the game at 2:35. Rangers have a minute and a half to go in their power play. Yager on the puck. Yager with Pruka and Nylander up front. Puck across to Oselinch, who's on with Tootin. Nylander checked there tightly by Alan Rourke. Good job by Rourke trying to clear, couldn't do it. Pruka working it deep. Yager in the corner avoids Campoli, but Rourke moves it. It hit his own man, Bergenheim. Bergenheim and Wyatt Smith. Yager's pass for Pruka broken up. Islanders able to clear. Rangers in the season series 9 for 33 on the power play against the Islanders.
Rangers have to respect the Islanders. Islanders having a tough run right now, losing 5 straight. But the Rangers were very emotionally high 2 nights ago here for the Philadelphia game. There's a penalty. Kevin Weeks handled the puck
Outside
in the corner.
trapezoid?
Yeah, he just skated over and handled the puck outside
boy.
the trapezoid. So what I'm getting at is that emotionally you better be up there to play the Islanders, and this is one of those mental
Yep.
mistakes. You can't do that.
Not-
That's the area that's not in behind the goal net. Those areas in the corners, you just can't do it. He looked like he wasn't going to, and then did. That's an automatic penalty. That's a mental error is what it is.
Definitely. So that ends the Rangers power play with 44 seconds remaining on the Martinic penalty. So the Islanders will wind up with a power play for a minute 16.
Immonen was on the ice, is on the ice, now told to go back to the bench as the referee and linesmen are over talking to Tom Rennie and the Rangers. Rangers have 4 men on the ice, skaters, So do the Islanders. Rangers are going to be allowed. No, Yager's going to go over and serve the penalty. That's what it is.
Okay, somebody
No,
who was
now
on
he
the
changes.
ice. No.
Has to be somebody who was on the ice.
Okay.
Sikora being told to go.
Sikora's going in.
Yager staying on the ice. Here we go.
Weeks for delay of the game at 3:51. It's not where your body is. Weeks tried to keep his body behind the line, but it's where the puck was, and that was a foot into the outside the trapezoid. 4-on-4 with Yashin on the puck for the Islanders. Early in the game, no score. Jason Blake against Roosevelt did a good job. And here comes Yager with Straka. Moves it across to Roosevelt. Roosevelt trying to get it back. Yager picks it up. Yager had 12 shots on goal against the Flyers. Here's Yashin. Roosevelt does a good job. Now Blake. Shot blocked by Roosevelt. In front, Yashin knocked away. Good play by Malik.
Sam, you talking about Yager, 12 shots against Philadelphia. He hasn't scored in his last 22 shots. 22 shots since he scored.
Roosevelt shot deflected off the glass.
But who's
Bounces
counting?
around. Yeah. Oh, he was, and some good shots.
Oh, yeah.
Esch had to make some great saves.
He was terrific. The catching glove of Robert Esch 2 nights ago was awesome.
Now Weeks waits for the puck and stops it behind the net. Moved by Betts for Roosevelt. Chips it by. Good hustle by Bruno Gervais to keep it in. Power play Islanders. They're first of the game. Under a minute to go on the penalty. Being served by Sikora. Assessed to Kevin Weeks. And Roosevelt with a good clear. Good start to the game for Roosevelt. Been very sharp. Islanders move up with a man advantage. They have not scored 5-on-5 in the last 4 games. Their 4 goals in the last 5 games, have been all on the power play. Chatan dropping it off to Gervais. Ortmeyer fires it around the glass and gets it out of the zone. DiPietro waits.
You got to change quick if you're changing on your penalty kill against DiPietro because he passes the puck well to the forward. So you have to really change quick.
Mike York against Sandis Ozolic. Out to the point, Campoli. Now it's York. 8 seconds in the power play. York looking toward the net. Faked it. Chatan slides it in front. Good play in front by Cody. Power play's over. York turns, winds, fires. Saved by Weeks. He's got the puck.
Yeah, Rangers did a good job and got out of the shooting lane. Or at least the screening lane, let's put it that way. And where Weeks was able to make a nice save and hang on. So the teams are back at even strength. York takes a look. He sees he's got the shot. And look at, there's just nobody there in front. His Hunter was pushed aside a little bit by Tom Poti in front. Weeks didn't have a problem seeing that shot at all. Watch this pass in front. And there's Malik, or play in front. Malik's got the quick, real quick hands, quick stick they call it, for the penalty kill around the front of the net, especially intercepting the cross-ice pass.
No score in the game, 6 minutes gone by. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. Michael Nylander moves across with Straka. Here's Yager. Yager coming deep. Yager around the net. Turns against Alan Rourke. Yager waits. Feed to Roosevelt. And for Malik.
Here we go.
And sending out Bates on a breakaway. Sean Bates moves in on Weeks. Saved by Weeks.
You could see that coming, Sam. Islanders played it well. Nice long pass, and Bates was gone, and Weeks comes up with a good save. Big save.
Campoli takes over.
Rangers need to get their mental aspect of the game higher right now.
Martinek with Campoli. Now it's Bates. In front, Martinek is blocked.
Better Tootin with a poke check.
I think the Rangers' defense has been
They've
okay,
been fine,
John.
yeah. The forwards they don't have their legs. They don't have the jump. It's early. We're 7 minutes in, but they need to have more forecheck, play the Islanders deep. Islanders are playing smart defensively and countering.
Ozolic setting everybody up.
Look at one man is in, and that's Yashin in deep. Everybody else is back for the Islanders on this set breakout.
Ruka with good speed, but then he was stopped. Nice play by Blake. Blake moves in on Ozolic. Blake around the net. Pass back, tried to hit Nielsen, and it went all the way back into the Islanders zone. So Pruka started out moving well as he got by Yashin. Takeaway. Here's a shot by Pruka. It's blocked. Another chance in front. Heemanen had it knocked away.
Sam, that was Heemanen with a setup for Pruka. Good play.
Pruka to Heemanen.
Heemanen's got legs.
Pruka's got it. Now Sikora. Pruka with a shot deflected over the top, just wide. Round the boards. Nice keep in by Poti. Nielsen with the intercept. Robert Nielsen across to Alexei Yashin. And it comes back to Yashin as he turns and takes a hit. Yashin knocked down by Sikora. Something you don't often see. Sikora playing physically and being very strong. Blake with a shot at the outside of the net.
Yeah, Yashin took 2 hits there. One by Poti, then one by Sikora.
Ruka moved it quickly to Betts as the Rangers are changing. Jason Ward has come on. And DiPietro, he played it out of the trapezoid behind the goal line. Penalty, Islanders.
Take a look at the Panasonic digital replay. This time is DiPietro on the backhand. Takes the puck into that area where you can't, so he's been given a minor. Roosevelt tries a pass in front, picked off nicely, and there's the pass to Bates, who had been injured early in the period. Breakaway, and Weeks stood up and made the nice save. Good pass ahead here. I think that was from Smith. And then Bates on the clear breakaway. That was a look at the Panasonic digital replay. Panasonic, ideas for life.
Rangers power play their second. Along the boards, Nylander, Pruka, and Yager. And here they go the other way. Shatan moving in on Ozolich.
Campoli
should pass across. Saved by Weeks. Oh, a beauty.
My, oh my. Islanders are sharper than the Rangers right now, and Weeks has made a couple of brilliant saves.
Nylander to Pruka. Yager moves down. Now Nylander in front, off the crossbar. Tooten took the shot, went off the bar and into the netting.
A couple of nice passes there by the Rangers. It all started, though, with the save by Weeks. Campoli can skate. Oh, baby. Here's a look at the shot. Nylander with the pass to Tooten, who went top to the top, and the puck didn't go in. Here's the play. Campoli's on the right side, about 100 miles an hour. Yashin with the pass, and look at that for a glove save.
Man.
Kevin Weeks skated to his right and looked the puck right back into his catching glove. Great pass by Shatan. Beautiful, beautiful pass. Quick shot, better save. Great save.
Rangers second power play, 0 for 1. Islanders face-off win in a clear. They've got John Erskine and Bruno Gervais on defense, with Sean Bergenheim and Wyatt Smith up front. This is also Lynch to Tooten. Islanders much more aggressive to start this game than they were on the game on Long Island last week.
I think it's a mindset I think it's the mindset of the Rangers that's the big difference.
Erskine pressured Yager, forced a turnover.
And it's almost a natural letdown after the Flyer game. So the Rangers have to find their emotion here.
Weeks had to wait for the puck to come to him, and he did. Rangers move up ice. Tooten feeds Sikora. Yager has gone to the bench. Sikora, Straka, and Immonen on. So Jarkko Immonen getting power play time. He had 70 points in Hartford with 30 goals, 40 assists. And was good on the power play, 16 power play goals. What'd you start to say about Sikora, John?
Seeing Sikora rag the puck there because his line mates and teammates were changing.
Give away to Sikora, plays it back to Roosevelt, and he pulled it out of the zone. But the Islanders take over and bring it out. Bates sends it down. Final seconds of the Rangers power play. 9:45 to go in the first. No score in the game. Straka to Sikora. And Campoli able to clear. Only 3 shots apiece. Rangers now 0 for 2 on the power play in the game as the teams are back at full strength. Poti moves out. Lead for Betts, gave it away. Back the other way. Shatan, he scores!
Sam, have you got your suitcase with you?
Yes.
Because you usually have an alarm clock in it.
Oh, better use it.
Send it down to the bench and let the alarm clock go off. Poti with a bad pass and a shot here that goes and dips and goes right through Kevin Weeks, who's frustrated with the goal. But the Islanders deserve the lead. They've been in position, and the Rangers are making mistakes. Shatan gets the goal, number 31. The puck just dipped, hit the ice, and went right through the goaltender. You see it fluttering down and dropped, and went right through Kevin Weeks. So here we have a 1-0 Islanders lead. They deserve it. And the Rangers called timeout here. It's smart. See the alarm clock got down there. You sent it down. Hey, look at him, and he's absolutely right. Tom Rennie's right. His team is in a position to get 2 points on the Flyers here, and they have not played with their normal exuberance, energy, anything. It's turnovers, it's bad passing, and he wants to say, you know what, now, get it going now, or the Islanders are going to embarrass the Rangers right here on home ice. Look at his face.
Oh, yeah.
And he's dead right. Absolutely 100% right.
Miro Shatan, who scored his 30th last night, gets number 31. 4 times in his NHL career, he's hit the 30-goal mark, this year being the 4th. Good season for Miro, one of the bright spots for the Islanders, and you saw the look on Tom Rennie's face. It's not going to get any better until his team lifts their play. The level of play has just not been sharp. Betts drops it off. Here's a chance for Ward. He missed the net. Kept in by Strudwick. Rangers still without Darius Kasparaitis. Strudwick able to move it away. And then it's sent down the ice by Erskine. Rangers go to play it.
Kasparaitis is still listed as day-to-day, but he hasn't turned the corner yet for the groin injury to be really pushed and tested.
Still
it's not
hoping
quite there.
Yeah, still hoping early next week, maybe Tuesday against the Islanders. Rangers will play in Boston Saturday afternoon. Moore got clipped with an errant stick by Jason Blake. Now it's Moore and Ortmeyer.
There's a little better hard work there. Hard work on the back check. Good hustle on the forecheck. It's the third and fourth lines for the Rangers, giving 2 shifts of energy. The other 2 lines need that now.
And now it's Ortmeyer leading Holwig, trying to get it back to him. Holwig's got it again. Nice stick handling. Nice moves by Holwig to take it deep. Meets Alan Rourke. Puck around the boards. Ortmeyer gets to it. Takes a check from Grebeshkov, number 3. Colleton moves it. Weeks left it behind and almost a giveaway. Bounces in front. Osland banged it off the boards. Takeaway by Tambellini. On goal. Stopped by Weeks. Fired off the boards. Kept in by Grebeshkov. Good effort by the Islanders, who played last night in Toronto. 7:35 to go in the first.
Islanders probably deserved better last night than to lose in Toronto.
Yeah, that game was late, and they gave up a goal on a shot that Garth Snow got a good piece of, but it trickled by him and then was stuffed in.
No, they didn't give Toronto much all night.
No.
Sundin had a very quiet game. Toronto plays tonight in Boston, scoreless there in the first period.
Nylander picks up speed, gains the zone. Straka goes to the net. Straka against Martinek. Yager takes over. Now it's Teuton, couldn't handle it. And he's pressured by Bergenheim. You can see the Islanders, the effort is rubbing off, and they're gaining confidence thus far in their play. And the Rangers continue to make some sloppy passes. Bates across. Campoli to Smith. Smith by himself. Islanders changing. Strudwick for Teuton. Henrik Lundqvist practiced this morning and is getting close. Hopefully will play one of the 2 games on the weekend.
They had to tell him to leave the ice this morning, Sam. He had been on the ice and worked, wanted to stay out there, and he said, no, that's enough today. And the hip flexor problem started to get a little bit tired. His goal is to play one of the games in the weekend, right?
Rangers in Boston Saturday afternoon on NBC. Sunday night, Rangers and the Devils right here on MSG. That's a 7:30 start. Pre-game at 7 o'clock from the Meadowlands. Cody, pressured by Shatan, turned it over to Hunter. His pass was tipped. Now it's Sikora. Rangers have to play in the Islanders zone for a while. They haven't been able to do that much.
That's because their passing out of their zone isn't good. It's not sharp. Here's an icing call against the Islanders. Islanders have played well. Rangers haven't. Take a look at yesterday at practice. This is Benoit Allaire, the Rangers coach and goalie coach. That's Henrik Lundqvist, who's trying to fight back from that hip flexor problem. Doing a few minor drills, and that was before the Rangers came on the ice.
Right. Rangers had a full hard practice, but that was the work beforehand, just working to strengthen the muscles there. And again, he worked this morning, and as John said, had to be coaxed off the ice. Penalty upcoming on the Islanders. Interference call. Is it on DiPietro?
The way he reacted, it looks like it. So DiPietro immediately started to do some exercises to prepare for a power play coming his way.
Rangers need a spark right now.
DiPietro. Now watch the goaltender and see what he does here as Yager moves the puck towards Straka. Well, that's Hossa. Yeah, that's interference. He took his left leg and stick and arm and tried to stop Hossa from driving around the net. It's interference. having a chat about it on the ice right now. But watch the left leg and arm. You know what he was doing, sneaky little play, but he got caught.
Bruno Gervais will serve the penalty. DiPietro's second of the game. And the Rangers 0 for 2 on the power play with no shots on goal on either one. One of them cut short when they took a penalty. And the puck kept in and swept clear. Rangers have Teuton and Ozolinsh with Nylander, Puka, and Yager for the power play.
Respect Bergenheim's speed, number 10. He can fly.
Yes. Ozolinsh lost control and it's knocked away. Now Teuton will try. Winds up, low and hard around the boards. Past DiPietro, but Bergenheim fires it down.
When you shoot it in, if everybody's standing still, your chances of recovering the puck aren't very good. You have to time your shoot in with people skating up ice hard so you can get to the loose puck.
Rangers having trouble getting through the neutral zone. Nylander was stopped and Rourke able to chip it out. You hear the fan reaction. Fans upset with the way the Rangers are playing. 4:40 to go in the first. Rangers only 3 shots on goal in the game thus far. DiPietro stops it. Tries to clear it himself. He does. And it sets up Bates. Bates moves in 2-on-1. Bates turns, shoots, and missed the net. It was Bates and Hunter. Now it's Sikora with Yager. Drop to Yager. He moves in. Yager against Hunter. The pass for Sikora was broken up and cleared. Once again, good job by the Islanders. Martinek cleared it.
A penalty against the Islanders goaltender. And the Rangers, if you don't score, you want to build some offensive momentum. It's not happening. DiPietro with a good clear. He's now got 22 penalty minutes with his 4 minutes so far tonight.
Rangers, no shots on goal on any of their power plays to this point. Shoot in, knocked down, lifted up by Campoli, and Chatan gets to it. Chatan moves in with York. The back pass was deflected away by Sikora, and Straka's there to play it. Power play is over. Rangers 0 for 3 on the power play with no shots on goal. That one sticked aside by DiPietro. That's only the Rangers' 4th shot on goal of the game. With 3:20 to go in the first, Islanders with a 1-0 lead. Yashin with a takeaway from Yager moves in. Pass blocked. Ozolinsh along the boards against Yashin. Now it's Malik. That was not Ozolinsh, that was Strudwick, excuse me. Islanders keep in. Blake's got it for Yashin. Shot it wide off the pass. Nielsen in the corner. Betts trying to take it away. Nielsen has it back. Blake behind the net. In front for Yashin. Checked by Hossa. Good job by Marcel Hossa. But the Rangers can't get out of the zone. Good hustle by the Islanders. Blake for Nielsen. In front for Yashin, broken up. Strudwick up the boards to Ward. Reverses to Strudwick. Yashin's right there. Taken away by Nielsen. Ward, can he get it out of the zone? The Islanders chipped it out themselves. 2:25 to go in the first. Islanders changing. And back in. Strudwick couldn't get to the bench. Colleton with a check. Puck taken away by Tambellini. The stuff-in try was blocked. And it's chipped off the boards, knocked down. Dominic Moore has it. Ortmeyer hit by Colleton. And it's sent in. Steve Rieger on the ice. Number 48. Another one of the Islander youngsters. This is his 3rd game.
Well, the Islanders are getting the puck deep every time now.
Aren't they? Yeah.
Now they change. The Rangers have a freebie coming out of their zone.
Islanders with an outstanding first period. They have done what they've set out to do. They've stuck to their game plan.
I think for the Rangers, it'll be a first intermission of regrouping here and getting sharper mentally. And you have to. Not only are you in a position where you could lose a game, but if you're not sharp mentally, injuries can happen. You can set yourself up by not being sharp on the air and somebody come by and tattoo you into the boards. They've got to get their thinking caps on here that respect the Islanders and then pick up their game, especially mentally. To me, at least, that's what I see.
And the importance of the game is still there. They want first place in the division so that they can have home ice advantage in the first round of the playoffs. Icing against the Rangers. Upcoming Rangers schedule brought to you by North Fork Bank on NBC. 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon at Boston. Islanders here Tuesday, what happened to the game against the Devils Sunday night, gang? We forgot about. We got to put that in there.
Oh, yeah.
John and I are going to show up. If the rest of the crew doesn't do it, we'll have to be there working ourselves.
Over the years, we didn't do the games in New Jersey.
I know.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, up until this year.
Yeah. Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, so maybe that's it.
Okay. York moving in. Save made by Weeks as he hugged the post. 42 seconds to go in the first period. Here's Nylander with some room. Dropped it back. Roosevelt shot. Gloved by DiPietro. Plays it himself. Malik gloves it. Controls it. Off the skate of Yager. Yager's had a very quiet first period.
Hey, one person that's moved the puck well is Malik. He's made a bunch of good passes. Always does.
Straka looking for Nylander. Controls it. Yager's in front. Now peels off. Islanders able to clear the zone. 10 seconds to go in the period. Roosevelt waits. Rangers only 5 shots on goal in the period. Campoli's got it. Period comes to an end. Excellent first period for the Islanders. You can hear the fan reaction toward the Rangers. They did not have a good first period. Tom Rennie had to call a timeout to try and wake up his team and unable to get things going. Now we've got the schedule corrected at Boston on NBC at 2 o'clock Saturday, Sunday night on MSG at New Jersey, Tuesday night here at the Garden against the Islanders. Let's go downstairs to Al after this break. We're going to step out for a moment. End of 1, Islanders 1, Rangers nothing. Al with Stephen McDonald when we come back. Welcome back to Madison Square Garden on Hockey Night in New York, brought to you in part by American Express, My Life, My Card, and by Canon, your source for document management. Sam, JD, and Al at Madison Square Garden. It is trivia time.
I wish the people could have heard you and John in the commercial break. Oh,
I will
please.
tell them in a moment.
Yeah.
Trivia quiz by Nissan. Herb Brooks coached the Rangers in 17 playoff games against the Islanders, who coached the second most games in the playoffs against the Islanders.
It wasn't Brian Trotschik.
Now, what John and I were saying, Al, was that we can't believe you embarrassed the McDonald family.
What embarrassed? I asked him an honest
Well,
question.
who are you rooting for? Yeah, and you would have cut the mic away from them if they had said
That's a little
Sam or
disappointed.
JD.
You know, my father was in the police force for many years, and I thought maybe
please.
we'd stick together.
We forged a friendship over the years. And the $100 didn't hurt.
It was great to see Stephen and the family, and I think the fans in voting for Henrik Lundqvist was a great choice. And there was many other choices this season for the Rangers.
Looking well. Rangers force a turnover. Jarkko Immonen and Peter Pruka, and they score! Peter Pruka in his NHL debut. And the Rangers have tied it at 1.
Well, there's some effort here, and you're going to see one of the Islanders lose his stick. That's Martinuk, the defenseman, Pruka and Immonen, and Immonen gets his first NHL goal.
I apologize. Immonen from Pruka.
Immonen wins the battle with Pruka, drives to the net, and a sneaky little tricky shot. How about that? First NHL game. There he gets into position. Ends up tripping up a little bit, Martinuk, and then just goes to the net. Just kind of a flipping shot, and how about that?
A good
first
start.
NHL goal.
And a good move by Tom Reddy to start that line. Islanders come right back in. Good energy with Immonen and Pruka and Sikora. Graveshkov fires it around. So Jarkko Immonen makes a fine debut. The Rangers are very high on him. He's had an outstanding first pro season in Hartford, and he gets the call up. The feeling is that he can be a solid NHL player. And the Rangers are very high on a fellow countryman, Lauri Korpikoski, who is now in Hartford. Yashin in deep. Try to center, comes all the way through. Immonen in his first game, his first NHL goal from Pruka at 21 seconds. Pass deflected away, picked up by Nielsen. He gave it away to Ward.
The Rangers are getting the puck
almost
deeper already in this second period, more than they did in the first period. You can see that maybe the intermission time was well spent, Sam.
Right there. Either they watched a lot of video, John, or they heard a lot of loud talk from the coaching staff.
Maybe even amongst themselves. It's a fairly disciplined club. It's hard to turn the switch on, but we'll see if they're able to here. A lot of time left. Islanders played a very solid first period.
And Ward with a takeaway from Bruno Gervais. Rourke takes it back for the Islanders. Good start to the period. Back-to-back strong shifts for the Rangers. Sean Bates with a puck. Set up in front for Blake. It was off his skate. Yashin goes in front. Tootin against Blake. Blake around the net. Turns. Still waiting. Fans on the shot. And then it was poked aside by Strudwick. Yashin behind the net against Tootin. The two Russians battle. The shot blocked. And is picked up by Tootin. Able to lift it clear. Martinek there to play it. Campoli. And brought in the other way by Strudwick. Good job as the Rangers do get it deep again. Jágr on for the first time in the period. Looking for number 53. Wyatt Smith drops it off for Sean Bergenheim. Rangers have tied the game on Jarkko Iminen's first NHL goal.
Jágr's out there in place of Sikora right now.
Bates.
That's Immonen. Look where he is. He's in good defensive position down there, helping his defense. Pruka's the other winger.
Nice play by Roosevelt in front.
Rangers were all in solid position defensively.
Lead to Jágr. Jágr waits, makes a move, feeds Immonen. Immonen looking for Jágr. Broke it up in front. It actually slid by Jágr into the net. DiPietro covers up.
Take another look at Jarkko Immonen getting his first NHL goal there in front of the referee. He was tied up with Martinek, and he just goes to the net. Martinek had to let him go or he takes a penalty. And it wasn't much of a shot, but it was there. And Peter Pruka, one of the Ranger rookies, gets the puck for the souvenir for Jarkko Immonen. How about that? That has to be an absolute thrill for. Look at the eyes on his face. He is quite excited.
Well, you mentioned it right at the top, John. Part of the Brian Leetch trade is Jarkko Immonen coming over from the Toronto organization.
So was Kondrachev, and he was traded to Anaheim for the Peter Sikora deal. And Sikora has scored some huge goals, especially. He's responsible for 5 or 6 points in the standings because of shootout goals and things like that.
Holweg was stopped in center. Islanders turn it back 4 minutes into the second period.
And Korpikoski, he was just in New York the other day, wasn't he? Sam, he's in Hartford now playing. First rounder.
Practiced a couple of days with the Rangers, and now will be playing this weekend in Hartford for the Wolfpack.
Brian Leetch will be playing for Boston Saturday against the Rangers, an afternoon game. What a career with the Rangers. A spectacular Hall of Fame career.
Without a doubt.
But the Rangers had to make the deal, and they've gotten themselves some fine young talent that they can look at and build from.
Starting to bear fruit. Those deals are starting to produce now. When they turned one into Sikora and now Immonen playing.
Sikora and Jágr switch wings.
Shatan with a shot, saved by Weeks. Good shot and a good save. So here's a Tom Rennie move to shake things up a little bit. Sikora's on with Nylander and Straka, and Jágr playing with Immonen and Pruka, the kids. Nylander blocked. Comes back, moving in Oselin, shot it, deflected wide. That was not Oselin, that was Strudwick. Behind the net, Straka. Now Sikora. Try to bank it in, it went off of DiPietro and is cleared out. Malik. And Sikora. Nylander brings it in. Straka, Nylander. Nylander against York. Back passes to Malik for a high shot off the glass. Sikora chases it down. Much more play in the Islanders zone in this period. Roosevelt with a shot that hit somebody in front. Erskine, I believe.
Right, yeah, big number 44.
Blake, double team. Rangers take it away. And the Rangers move in. It's Straka to Ward, and he was checked. Put it across. Big play by Grabeshkov. Stopped what looked like a really good scoring chance. Yashin plays it deep. And the puck deflected up into the crowd. 6:03 gone by in the second. Rangers are playing better.
Here's a look at the Panasonic digital replay. Shatan with a no-look shot through a screen, and that was Weeks getting some work here. The only shot he's had in the second. On that play, I think Ward ended up fanning on the play. Erskine blocked the shot, a high shot from the point. So we've seen a little bit of better action here in the second regarding Rangers play.
Nielsen, good pressure on Ozolinsh, takes the puck away. Blake has it. Long shot blocked in front by Betts. And Blake with a takeaway.
Blake's had good energy in the second period.
Puck out of the zone. Betts trying to get there, but it's played by Martinek. Ozolinsh sends it away.
And those last replays were the Panasonic digital replays ideas for life.
I think I knew that.
I forgot to say it.
All right, so you had Panasonic, I'll do Budweiser.
Okay.
Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. 6:31 gone by in the second period. Rangers were called for icing.
Scores even at 1. The shots are low, just 7 apiece so far in this game.
York wins the face-off. Gervais' shot was blocked, and it's cleared out by Betts. Alan Rourke back to get it. Injuries to the Islanders on defense. It really hurt them. Shatan moves in. Stick save by Weeks.
Colton Orr still out of the Rangers lineup, coming back from the flu bug, and also Eric Goddard has a concussion problem with the Islanders. So the two big boys who would like to say hello to one another, not playing in this one. Islanders, what, 7 rookies in the lineup, right? It's 7 last night in Toronto.
A lot of young players. They have lost 5 in a row and have struggled to score goals. Shatan's even strength goal was their first even strength goal in the last 6 games. Ortmeyer, Moore, and Holweg on for the Rangers. Trent Hunter, big windup, puts it on goal, and Weeks makes the save and dropped it off. Strudwick moves it around. Ortmeyer took a hit from Jeff Tambellini. Ortmeyer bounced off of DiPietro. All the way down, and Weeks settles it. Malik. Rangers move it quickly. Here comes Jágr. Jágr moves in, picks up speed, puts it in front, and a save made. Pruka was set up by Jágr, and I believe DiPietro got a piece. Malik with a drive, deflection wide.
Brilliant setup by Jágr. DiPietro had his body turned almost sideways, and I don't know how he stopped the puck.
Well, Jágr had a very quiet first period, but Tom Rennie putting him with the youngsters here. Eamon with a good hit on Martinek. Turnover to Jágr. Here's Pruka in front, knocked aside by Martinek.
The Rangers' big line in the first period were together, never registered a shot combined, and they had power play time.
Campoli turns for a shot, deflected away. Campoli gave it up to Malik. There's Pruka.
Another good shift by this line, especially Eamon. It finishes his checks well. He's smart at both ends of the ice. First time I've seen him live.
Long shot saved by Weeks and covers up. And for Jarkko Eamon, he doesn't look out of place at all.
Not at all. Let's take a look here and figure out what happens as we look at the Canon Business Solutions goal cam. How did Pruka not score in front of the net? It's a back check job. I think DiPietro had gone to his right, forgot about the puck for a second, but it was I think it was Bergenheim right there. And the defender in front, that's Martinek with a good play on the Jágr pass. Martinek got his stick on the puck. Great play defensively.
But the puck deflected is whistled for a hand pass. And 11:14 to go in the second period. Canon Business Solutions, your source for document management, giving us the replay look at the Rangers' scoring chance, which went wide. Yashin against Nylander. Well, the Rangers thus far, nearly 9 minutes into the second period, much more life in their game, fewer mistakes, and spending much more time in the Islanders' zone. Well, the Islanders able to move out here. No, it's kept in. Sikora to Nylander. Out to Poti. Quick shot. Glove save. DiPietro, he's got it.
Good play, though. Good play as they force a turnover. Four-man rush. Nylander hits Poti. Sikora may have been wide open on the near side, but Poti took the shot. Ends up being a high shot. Look at the back check. Good hustle right there as Straka kept the puck in. Now watch the left side of the net. Look at Sikora. See how wide open he was? I don't think Poti saw him. Poti took the high shot. That was stopped. But boy, was Sikora wide open over there. Oh man, if the diagonal pass was made down low by Poti, it was a tap in.
Puck is cleared out of the zone, and Strudwick tried to shoot it back in, but Gervais did a good job to knock it down. Tootin. Marcel Hossa. Off the corner boards, good hustle by Betts to get to it first.
Yeah, Rangers are getting the puck deep now, aren't they?
Yes.
Much better.
On virtually every shift. Hossa still controlling. Shot by Tootin, saved DiPietro, and bounced off of the defenseman just wide of the net. Game tied at 1. Shatan in the first period for the Islanders. Jarkko Immonen tying it for the Rangers here in the second. Ward shot. DiPietro makes the save, had trouble holding on. It's still loose. Good job by the referees not to blow the whistle.
He was in perfect position to see that the puck was loose.
Malik to Ward. Good shift by this line. In deep. Betts. Rather, Hossa was blocked. Immonen has come on, replacing Betts. As that line starts to change. Giveaway, and Roosevelt put it in the Islanders zone. Rourke cleared it out. Taken back by York. He lifts it up and into the crowd. Fans roar, but that's not a penalty as play stops.
You see a 3-on-3 on the Islanders' side of the boards, and Straka there kept the play alive. Now quick counters. The Islanders had flown the zone. They were going to stop it right in here. That's Poti coming in. Beautiful pass. He's going to be attacked. He'll take the shot, but look who's wide open down there. That's Sikora. If that pass gets down, he had a great scoring chance, didn't he?
Wide open. Malik moves it. Good pass to Pruka. Drops it back to Immonen. Checked there by Campoli. Here's Malik in. Pass for Yager. Tipped it wide. Oh, good passing by the Rangers. Immonen with good quickness and pretty alert out there. He seems to know what he's doing and where he wants to be and what he needs to do with the puck.
Yeah, first-year pro out of the American League. Pietro hangs on. Good coaching, obviously, in Hartford.
I think that's one thing we're hearing, John, from the Rangers coaching staff is the job they're doing in Hartford. Shot by Bergenheim goes wide. In preparing the players down there to get to the next level.
And they don't have to rush them up here. Rangers have had a fairly healthy season, successful season, so you don't need to rush on people. You can let them develop. Nigel Dawes, there's lots of them who play very well.
There's Poti, overskated, gets it across. Ozolinsh forced back, winds it deep. Yager waits for it, comes to him. Yager staying extra time on this shift as Moore and Holwig have come on. Yager against Campoli. Yager moves in, and it was knocked away. He lost control. Blake. Nielsen lost it.
You can feel it in this building, can't you, when he gets himself into a scoring chance. These fans know. They know what's at stake regarding the record of goals scored.
He starts to make those moves, and the anticipation builds. Nice backhand glove by DiPietro, looking like a first baseman.
Yager was a little slow getting up. He was in behind the Rangers net. Let's look earlier at the play where Immonen's on the puck, and Malik moves it across to Yager right in front. Good back check there, as you can see by Smith. Did a good job. Yager was right there, almost got the puck in a good spot on the backhand. Now here he's going to finally walk out on Campoli and go to the backhand. You're thinking shot. Here it comes. Puck flipped right over his blade.
Nylander dumps it in. Nylander, Straka, and Sikora on. Good work in the corner by Straka against Erskine. Sikora gets to it. Game tied 1-1, 7.5 minutes to go, second period. Blake was stopped. Yashin brought it across offside. 7:25 to go.
Sam, that last shift with Yager, who was out on the ice for a long shift, he seemed to take an awkward spill in behind Kevin Weeks, the Rangers net. He goes to stop, he reaches, And so far, so good. Oh, I see. Stick through the... Oh, no, it wasn't too bad. Stick was through the legs. He just sort of went down easy, but he seemed to be slow getting back to the bench, but everything seems to also be okay.
Islanders have done a much better job against Jágr in this game and have done what Brad Shaw told us they wanted to do, and that is be more aggressive and assertive against Jágr. Giveaway knocked away by Weeks. And here's Nylander. Three-man rush, 3-on-2 across. Straka drops it back. Sikora saved by DiPietro. Nylander out to the point, Roosevelt. Now it's Nylander. Nylander sets up Sikora for the shot. Another save by DiPietro.
Two good saves by DiPietro, both on Sikora. The first one was on the rush, where Roosevelt was the defenseman, and on the play, Sikora was the trailer. Watch the left hand, the stick. Yeah, off the handle. I thought so. I wasn't sure. That's kind of a lucky save. And in Sikora, you're going to see there, that's the shot that hit the handle of DiPietro's goal stick. Now he has another scoring chance when one of the Islanders fell down. Right in here, you're going to see Nylander make the play. There's the good shot.
Jágr is on with Betts and Ward. Shot by Betts is stopped by DiPietro. So Jágr being double shifted now. Swept in front, cleared aside and out of the zone. 6.5 minutes to go as Jágr played it back. Ozolinsh against Shatan. Gave it away to Hunter, but Betts in good position to knock it away, and the Rangers clear it out. Look at DiPietro. Did he take a skate? And it was just missed by Ward. Shatan brings it back, and he's stopped by a combination of Poti and Ward. Poti slides it to Betts. Betts with Jágr. And a penalty.
Offside.
Offside.
Offside. The Rangers had a 3-on-2, and the man that was trailing for the third man going in was Jágr, in a perfect position to get a scoring chance. I did this one night against the Islanders in a playoff game. I went out just like that, only I lost. And Bobby Nystrom scored. This one may have been an empty net goal, but the puck flipped right over the stick blade of Ward at the Rangers' blue line. He may have had an empty net.
When did you make up your mind to go?
About a second too late. I can still remember that back in 1979. And Bobby Nystrom and I played junior hockey together. Friends, still good friends.
How dare he?
That was bad. That was a bad decision.
Back behind the net, penalty upcoming.
Rangers
on the
Dominic
Rangers.
Moore.
Moore for holding the stick. Power play Islanders.
That's Dominic Moore in behind the Islander net. And you can see he grabbed the stick. Good call by the official. Now we see as the Rangers head up. This was earlier. Stop it there. That's Jágr right in behind. It was a four-man rush, but without question it was offside. As Jágr was in a good position to look for goal number 53.
First penalty of the second period goes to the Rangers. Islanders' second power play of the game, 0 for 1. Moore for holding the stick at 14-10. Jason Blake, Robert Nielsen try to get it back to Blake, stopped by Strudwick. Strudwick and Tootin with Ward and Betts. Played across to Gervais. Now Grabeshkov. Dennis Grabeshkov, Bruno Gervais on the points. Blake to Nielsen. Yashin is in front. Here's Blake. Going to the net. Save made by Weeks. Up the boards. Kept in by Grabeshkov, but the pass across out of the zone. 45 seconds gone in the penalty to Dominic Moore. Yashin drops it off for Nielsen. Played by Tootin as the Rangers have been able to change. Straka's on with Ward. Straka try to move it. Islanders get it back. Here's Yashin. Yashin against Strudwick. Blake pressured by Straka. A one-time Islander, and the puck cleared.
Good work there on Blake, a real quick player. Straka, amazing that he never missed a shift after he got hit the other night by Gauthier of the Flyers. That was a clean body check, but boy, did he ever nail him.
Shatan, 30 seconds to go in the Islander power play. York. York sets up. Rangers have Hossa on with Ortmeyer. York down low, and it hit the post. Shatan rang it off the post. He loves that position down low. He scored from there last night. and just missed. And it's cleared out by Roosevelt.
That was a quick shot, wasn't it? That was right in behind Kevin Weeks. Beautiful setup. Quick shot. And I think that's one goal post for each team in this game.
Power play is over. One shot on goal with a man advantage for the Islanders. 3:45 to go in the second. 1-1 the score. Trent Hunter met by Roosevelt. Winds and drives it, and that hit the post. Two big shots by the Islanders from that side, ringing off the post. Ozolinsh battling York for the puck. Now it's in the corner, moved up the boards, and here come the Rangers. Jágr back with Nylander and Straka. Here's Straka, the trailer, Ozolinsh. He's double teamed, gets it in front, comes to Straka. Straka to Nylander. Nylander circles, drops it off to Poti, on to Jágr. Quickly to him was Erskine.
The Islanders, though, defending pretty well.
Yes.
Rangers really moving the puck here. Nice plays.
Here's Ozolinsh. He waits, pass, just missed by Nylander. Bergenheim able to move it to Shatan. 2:50 to go in the period. Shatan wide with a shot.
Another one of those shots that dipped like the one he scored on.
Jágr with a puck. He had an open man. He dropped it back to
was
Nylander.
Straka.
Straka goes offside.
Jágr didn't see Straka, or he might have had a breakaway from the blue line in. Now 2 goal posts by the Islanders. Mike York is on the puck. Fake shot pass. There's a shot. Ooh, right up top by Shatan.
Man.
That was a beauty. And then Hunter looked around. He said, why not rip it? And he did. That went off about the same spot.
Right.
Same spot as the other one by Shatan. And here's Straka working really hard. He had 2 people there to deal with, almost 3, and won the battle there on the penalty kill.
Smith lifts it in. Battle for the puck. Now it's Bates against Emanen. Bates gets a shot off, saved by Weeks through traffic. Emanen moves it. Good work by Jarkko Emanen in the defensive zone.
Tambellini was right at the net. You remember the name Tambellini? Tambellini, huh? Remember that name?
Yes, Steve Tambellini, one-time Islander, assistant general manager.
Will he become the general manager?
Out in Vancouver. You saw the Frozen Four second game. Maine and Wisconsin. Wisconsin leading 1-0. Earlier, Boston College beat North Dakota 6-5. BC is in the final.
Yeah, that's. I think you'd term that an upset.
A little bit, yeah.
Beating North Dakota.
Yep.
Maybe not. They're, you get into the Frozen Four. They're usually very close games. They had a big lead. North Dakota came back in that game, correct?
Oh, it was 5-2 at one point in favor of BC.
So BC with an outstanding season, get into the final 2.
Speaking of Boston, the Bruins lead Toronto 2-1 in the second period up in Boston. Rangers will be in Boston Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock start on NBC. Fans wanted to call as Hossa was taken down. Minute 40 to go in the period. Tied at 1. An early second period goal by the rookie Jarkko Emanen in his NHL debut has tied the game for the Rangers. Ward tried to sneak it through for Betts, rather for Hossa, but it was intercepted. Here's Blake. Offside Islanders. Minute 24 to go in this second period.
How about the game tonight? Tampa Bay's ahead of Atlanta 1-0. That is gigantic.
Huge.
Atlanta has to get 2 points out of that game.
They're 5 points out of a playoff
spot. They have another game with Tampa Bay yet this season. Season series, Tampa leads the season series 4-2. But that is just a giant game. And again, they meet again on the 11th of April. Atlanta can't afford to lose another point to Tampa Bay, especially head-to-head.
Time running out for those teams trying to make the playoffs. Here's Straka for Jágr. Jágr checked by Smith. Straka's got it. Straka holds. Try to get it to Nylander, who's blocked. Jágr takes over. Down the boards, knocked down and cleared out by Martinek. Under a minute to go in the second. Lead for Straka. Works it in. DiPietro out to play it. Above the goal line, that's okay. Here's Straka. Pass across. Score! Jaromir Jágr! Michael Nylander! Was it Jágr's goal? It was deflected in front.
I know it was a DiPietro turnover as Straka got to the near boards, and when the goaltender fired the puck up the ice, Straka knocked it down.
It's Jaromir Jagr, the all-time single-season record holder for the New York Rangers. That's number 53.
How about that? Congratulations. And you know what? There was a chance he would do it tonight. The Rangers had the opportunity to leave the bench and congratulate him, and he said he didn't want them to do that. There's the play where Straka knocks it down. He takes a look, moves it in front. There's the deflection by Jagr underneath DiPietro.
Let's see. No.
Oh, I don't think so. It may be a Straka goal again.
The second false alarm. We had a false alarm last week.
And it was Straka's goal then, and maybe Straka's goal here.
And you know, Jagr didn't act excited about it. They're calling Jagr. They have announced Jagr's goal. Long shot saved by DiPietro. Rangers have taken the lead 2-1. They've announced Jagr from Straka at 19-12. But as we just saw, that went in off an Islander skate. Last week, Jagr took a shot that went in off Straka's leg. They're on their feet in the Garden, cheering for Jaromir Jagr.
19-12 in the second period. Straka made the great play as he intercepted the outlet play by the goaltender DiPietro. So the fans are standing and chanting and cheering. They're going to be disappointed if it gets changed. See, Jagr there is telling the referee.
Yeah, he is saying to the referee it's not his goal. He's being honest.
Here we go. These fans are still standing. They're trying to figure it out. Oh, my goodness.
John, I've had 2 rehearsals.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, it's off the skate. That's not Jagr's goal. That went off the skate. That went off the skate. Oh, do you believe it? Sam, yeah, you're getting a lot of practice.
I'm getting practice.
53rd.
Well, last time I was certain.
Yeah, it's a Straka goal.
It is a Straka goal.
These fans are getting practice too now.
And down to Al with assistant coach Barry Pern. Al.
Can you believe it all didn't really happen?
Well, hopefully it stays as is, but it looks like it went off somebody else's skate.
Coach, 10 is where your team is when they're at their absolute best. What would you say these first 2 periods have been so far? I'll get that.
Well, I think it was quite different in the second period from the first period. I think in the first period we were probably down around 2, and I think we got back to about a 7 there in the second period, and certainly we're much better, and I think have now taken control of the game.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Back to you, Sam. I got to answer this.
Thanks, Al. They've officially changed the goal to Marty Straka. I also want to thank Ed DeChilly and his daughter Alana from Staten Island. They joined us in the booth in the second period, and their generous contribution to cheering for children at the Rangers golf outing. End of 2. Rangers lead the Islanders 2-1. We are back on Hockey Night in New York, brought to you in part by Canon, your source for document management. By Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. And by XM Satellite Radio. Listen to NHL games wherever you are from coast to coast. Listen large. Sam, JD, and Al at the Garden. Here's the Sprint second period scoring summary. Jarkko Imanen, first NHL goal in his first NHL game. And Martin Straka unassisted. It was not Jaromir Jagr's 53rd goal.
Come on, let's go.
And the Islanders 0 for 2. The Rangers 0 for 3 on the power play. Al is he's nervous. He's excited.
Sam, you had to hear JD in the commercial break. Oh yeah, the coach.
Herb Brooks,
the acting job.
Coached the Rangers in 17 playoff games against the Islanders, who coached the second most. I will go first and say Fred Shero.
Okay, Al.
I'm going with that. And John, he has the greatest hockey quote of all time. Would you remind everyone what that is?
Oh, yes. This was before an All-Star game in Vancouver. He wrote on the board to the players, take the shortest route to the puck and arrive in ill humor. That's Freddie Shero.
So, is that your pick?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, come on. It's automatic.
It's unanimous.
Yes.
Second most.
And Stephen McDonald, by the way, he just said he's going with the underdog.
And who might that be?
That's me. I've never won the trivia contest.
Well, you're in the hunt this season. You're right there, Al.
Jaromir Jagr's 12-game point scoring streak on the line, and still looking for number 53. I still think Marty Straka should have declined the goal last week on Long Island. The one that went off his leg.
It is what it is.
Yeah, he should have said, no, it didn't touch my leg.
But there's video evidence, Sam.
Yeah, but Sam had already called the goal.
Oh, you're trying to bail yourself out now
trying.
for the second time.
Well, this one I hesitated a little bit because I could see Yager wasn't that excited.
Oh, that's a 5-hole goal, Sam.
And he's a very honest guy as he went right to the referees and said it wasn't my goal. Offside against the Rangers, early second period. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters.
Well, we have a second here. Oh, here we look at the trivia.
Look at those smiling. And the smug guy in the middle says he's number one.
Phil Esposito, Phil Esposito, Paul Coffey, Raymond Bork. How about that?
That's pretty good on 77.
Trivia, you know.
If I didn't know better, I'd say it's fixed.
Oh, well. Come on, you've got everybody giving you points. Even Stephen McDonald is giving you his points. 2-1 Rangers. Let's see if they can sustain the effort they came out with in the second period. Flat first period, outstanding second period, and a 2-1 lead as a result. Toward the net, saved by Weeks with Shatan going to the net.
Well, Chatan's had the best scoring chances for the Islanders in this game. That's at least 3.
Back the other way, 3-on-2. Kruka with a puck, pass across, deflected away.
Actually, I think for Shatan, he has a goal. I think he's had 4 good scoring chances.
Ozolinsh. Sikora turns, save. DiPietro rebound missed by Emanen. He tried to bank it off the goaltender. An impressive Rangers debut and NHL debut by Jarkko Emanen. Deep into the Rangers zone. Ozolinsh takes over, leaves it for Poti. No, has it back and gives to Poti. That hit the referee. Poti recovers. Yashin winds it deep. Poti for Straka, and Yager is on. Nylander. Here's Yager. Back for Straka. Tipped away. Yager's got it. Yager with a pass behind Nylander. Fans want him to shoot every time he gets the puck. Blake races in. Around the net. Looking for a shooting lane. There is none. Poti to Yager. And here's Nylander. Straka to the right. Pass tip, Yager picks it up. Yager shoots, deflected wide. Put in front, save DiPietro, and he's got the puck.
Well, let's take a look at that good chance the Islanders had when when Shatan went directly to the net. There's the pass. That was a good save by Weeks. He got right up against the Islander player. You talked about Emanen trying to bank the puck in off the goaltender. Actually, he did bank it off the goaltender but out the other side. Yager's had a lot of checkers on him. There you can see Yashin's there, and Gervais was there, 2 players. He hasn't been free very much in this game.
Strudwick able to keep it in. Martinek has it. Rangers starting tonight 3 points ahead of the Philadelphia Flyers for first place. Hard shot by Martinek was stopped by Weeks. Flyers will play Friday and Saturday. Betts in the corner against Colleton. And Rieger. Strudwick ahead for Hossa off his stick, and Martinek takes over. Islanders have lost 5 in a row. Had a strong first period. Rangers coming up with a goal early at 21 seconds and late at 19:12. Ward bats it away to Betts, pops in the air, and Ward takes over. Ward carries, slides it deep into the Islanders' zone. Erskine knocked away by Ortmeyer. Dominic Moore finds it and again puts it deep into the Islanders' zone. Much better attention to detail by the Rangers in the second and third periods.
This would be icing here against the Islanders.
Rangers touch up, play stops, 4:05 gone by in the third period. Well, individual playoff tickets for rounds 1 and 2. Boy, we haven't said that in a long time, John. Go on sale Tuesday, April 18th, beginning at 9 a.m. exclusively at the Garden Box office for the first 1,000 fans. Any remaining tickets will go on sale at noon via Ticketmaster.com or 212-307-7171. Maximum of 2 tickets may be purchased per person for one of the 8 potential playoff home games. Sean Bates. Been a long time coming for the Rangers, but the drought is over.
The Rangers have scouts now watching all the potential matchups that they could have. They will send someone to watch each team play their final number of games this season to really get a full understanding of player tendencies, breakout patterns, power play structure, goaltending styles, etc., to get ready for the playoffs. And actually, the coaching staff have been watching themselves by tape all of the teams for a full month already.
DiPietro lifts it out of the zone. Philadelphia, by the way, will be at Buffalo. Here's Dominic Moore coming in. Pass comes to Yager. Yager's shot, glove save. DiPietro.
Good save. I thought Yager was going to pass the puck, and he made a good save, and DiPietro was able to use the glove and make a real smart save. There's Straka and Yager, and you can see DiPietro is moving to his left. I thought that we were going to see Yager to move the puck back to the left side as Ozolinsh had popped into the play. This was a good shot, and it was a real good save.
Nearly 5 minutes gone by. Rick DiPietro has faced 18 Ranger shots, stopping 16.
That was the first registered shot in this game by Yager. Hit 12 the other night against Philadelphia. His first one here, so that's now 23 shots on goal without scoring.
Boy, you're really counting those shots.
Well, I've been waiting for this 53.
Well, in my book, he's got 2.
Yeah, I heard that.
Gervais winds up, drives it low and hard around the boards. Rourke with a wrister that was tipped and went wide.
Only a 1-goal game. Strange things can happen here. 14:23 to go in this third period.
Chatan moving it across to Rourke. Toward the net, wide again. Chatan. Tipped by York. Battle in front. That went off the side of the net. Good hustle by Trent Hunter to get to the puck. Now it's York digging in the corner. And the Rangers able to come clear. Islanders changing. Dominic Moore on the puck. Long drive. Save. DiPietro. A little over 6 minutes gone by in the third. 2-1 Rangers. Jason Blake deep against Peter Tootin. Puts it in front. Went off the stick and skate of Chris Campoli. He was open. Emanen's got him now.
You have to pay attention to Campoli. He's a defenseman, but he jumps into the play a lot.
Loves to do that.
He's a good skater.
Yashin picked up by Tootin. Nice play in front. That was Emanen again. Pretty responsible in the defensive zone.
He certainly is. Well, he's not like a 19-year-old, Sam. He's 23, and you can tell he's had good coaching. He really knows how to play in his own zone.
Rookie from Finland who's been outstanding, one of the top players on the Hartford Wolfpack all season long. Their #1 center, and called up with Steve Ruchin out for tonight's game.
Ruchin out with a small fracture in his foot from blocking a shot 2 games ago. He could be ready if it was a playoff game.
Yashin with the setup for Bergenheim, but he missed.
Islanders have been in the Rangers zone for about 3 straight shifts.
A couple of strong shifts. They work it in. This is Grabeshkov, but he lost control.
He was in a shooting position.
Islanders dangerous here. Set up for Bergenheim. Saved by Weeks with a left pad. More pressure on Ozolinsh. Rangers need a stoppage. Tootin and Ozolinsh had a long shift and a big hit by Bergenheim on Tootin.
Oh, Tootin got tattooed.
And the Rangers can't change here.
Oh, can't change. It's an icing call. But there will be a commercial that gives them a break. Here's a look at the gulf in the net camera. Just look at that little spot down there. Here comes the puck. Whoa, that was a close play. Islanders almost tied it up. Emanen on Campoli, the defenseman. Smart play. And here now, Bergenheim, that was a tattoo as as Tootin had iced the puck. Same Rangers on the ice because they not allowed to make the change with the icing.
Puck around the boards for Shatan. He has the Islanders' goal. Puck was touched with a high stick by Trent Hunter, breaking a face-off. We're nearly 8 minutes into the third period.
So congratulations again to Glenn Sather, Don Maloney, Tom Rennie, the entire coaching staff for getting into the playoffs. So I asked Tom, I think it was 1991-92 the last time you coached in the playoffs. Well, I said, and you can't count the World Championships and the Olympics, which you did coach, but it was a junior team in Western Canada, the Kamloops Blazers.
Who was on that team?
Who was on that team? How about Daryl Sador, Scott Niedermeyer, Darcy Tucker, Tyson Nash, Corey Hirsch was the goaltender, and they won the Canadian Championship.
Oh, with that team, I think so. That's a pretty good team.
But it's been a long time since he has been behind the bench in actual playoff games. I mean, the Olympics, which he lost the shootout goal to Peter Forsberg to Sweden, was a great experience.
Yeah.
World Championships, great experiences. But this will be new for him, too.
Islanders doing a good job working it in deep. Pass for Yashin, broken up. Shot by Gervais was blocked by Hossa. But the Rangers don't get it out. Hossa was one stride from the blue line. Now the Rangers able to get it out of the zone. Rangers a 2-1 lead with 11:20 to go in the third. Off the stick of Yashin. Deep in the Rangers zone. Both teams change. Tom Poti heads out. Poti, nice moves, gains the zone, good speed, goes all the way, slides it across, score! Marty Straka off a brilliant feed and brilliant rush by Tom Poti makes it 3-1.
This is one of the better plays we've seen all year from Tom Poti. He takes off from behind his own net. He skates into about 4 Islanders and goes around them all. And then makes the gorgeous pass across. And I looked too. I thought maybe that was Jagr on that side. And so did you. You looked, didn't you? You looked, didn't you? There's Straka with a good finish. His second goal of the game. And the Rangers have a 3-1 lead.
Much bigger than Straka.
I heard and I saw the hesitation.
I was ready. Straka stealing all of Jagr's goals. Penalty upcoming on the Rangers.
That'll be to Roosevelt. Little hook just inside the blue line, and he'll go and sit. So the Islanders will have a power play and a chance to get back in it.
Rangers have scored 3 unanswered goals. Straka's gotten the last 2.
So Sam's watching Poti, and he's looking across to the other side of the ice where Jagr usually comes down. The goal, a little hesitation, and it was Straka.
There you go. Jagr was trailing.
Yeah. There's the penalty. As you see, Bergenheim got hooked by Roosevelt.
Islanders' third power play 0 for 2. 3-1 Rangers. Atlanta has tied Tampa Bay 1-1 in the second period. Good clear by Betts. Steal by Ward. That's good hustle. Finds an open man. Tootin moves in, and it's blocked.
He tried to move the puck to Betts.
Grabeshkov blocked it. Nice moves by York, though he went down after he leaped over Ward. Kevin Weeks gets an assist on the Straka goal. Fans like that. Moore comes out, shorthanded. Moore against Grabeshkov. Trying to beat him one-on-one.
One thing about the Rangers with Straka, he's getting hot with his goal scoring.
Yeah.
He had a drought for about a month, but he's hot now.
Straka has been one of the quiet heroes on the team. He's had a solid year for the Rangers.
Yeah, Tom Rennie was saying that post-game the other night after the Philadelphia game about the competition level, the compete level that Straka has game after game after game.
Good work by Yashin, but then his pass was blocked. Rangers take it away. Straka gets his 21st, second of the game from Poti and Weeks. First point of the season for Kevin Weeks at 8:55. Straka has 15 points in 7 games against the Islanders this season. 9 goals, 6 assists. And he has 5 20-goal seasons in his career. Played into the corner by Strudwick. For Kevin Weeks, only his 3rd career assist. I wonder if he'll ask for the puck. 9:05 to go in the third. 8 seconds to go in the Islander power play. Driven around the boards by Martinek. 3-1, Rangers leading it after they trailed 1-0 into the first. Power play is over. Islanders fail to get a shot on goal. Away with the puck is Poti. Feeds Jagr. Jagr moves in against Erskine. And Erskine with a good defensive play. Outlets to Blake. Nielsen heads for the net. Stopped by Ozolinsh. Lead to Jagr from Pruka. Jagr cuts it and shoots. Glove save by DiPietro. Good shot by Jagr and a good save.
Here's a look at the Panasonic digital replay. As you see Jagr moving in, he looks, he uses the screen, and DiPietro with a good catching glove save as Jagr still not able to get goal number 53. Panasonic, ideas for life.
Nylander on the face-off wins it back to Roosevelt. And I would imagine now, John, with a little over 8 minutes to go in the third, here's Jagr one-on-one against Rourke with a shot wide. That not only will Jagr be looking for the shot, but I think his teammates will be looking for him with a 2-goal lead.
That's possible, but from my opinion, I mean, just play a natural game.
Here's Jagr around the net, and his shot blocked. Jagr again. Jagr against Rourke. Jagr controlling, drops it off for Nylander. Nylander looking. Jagr's in front. Nylander around the net. And it's taken away by Bruno Gervais, able to clear to center. Malik. Nylander for Jagr off his stick. Jagr was hanging back, almost had a break. The centering feed broken up. Poti keeps it in.
Now it becomes a long shift for this Ranger line. They have to be careful. It's still only a 2-goal lead.
Jagr going slowly to the bench, heads off with 7:05 to go in the third.
Straka looking for his 6th career hat trick. He has one this season.
Takeaway by Hunter. He moves in against Ozolinsh. Saved by Weeks. Hunter again, blocked by Ozolinsh. Flyers will be in Buffalo tomorrow night and at home against Toronto on Saturday. Rangers will be in Boston Saturday afternoon, at New Jersey Sunday night. Chatan, shot blocked. And Ranger fans are letting the Islanders have it with a chant of season's over.
Well, they're a young club. They got a ton of rookies. They work hard, and their last game of the season is at home to the Philadelphia Flyers.
That could be important in the division race. Weeks. Strudwick moves up.
The other thing the Flyers have is they have 2 games left with New Jersey.
Big.
And both of those games are in New Jersey.
Here's Blake. 5:45 to go in the third. Rangers with a 3-1 lead. And the Rangers found their game.
Yeah, they found another kid by the name of Jarkko Immonen.
Oh boy.
Plays a solid game, filling in the exact spot where Steve Rutschin plays.
Kruka's centering feed was off DiPietro, off the defenseman, and covered by DiPietro with 5:26 to go. So how about this for the playoffs? If you're looking to entertain in style or planning a group outing, enrich your experience at a Rangers playoff game with a single-night suite rental for the playoffs. They're now available by calling 212-631-5253 or visiting NewYorkRangers.com.
How about this? Our producer, Joe Whalen, got an email from a gentleman from TVER, Tver, Russia.
Yeah.
And through the broken English that he used on the computer, he suggested the Rangers bring up this kid by the name of Immonen. And he watches the Ranger games on the Sputnik dish. And it's true because Al Trutwig did a little research and checked it out. There is such a thing. Alexei Vladimirovich is the gentleman that emailed it. So how about that from Russia?
And he's a big fan of yours.
And yours.
Oh.
And Al's. How about that?
At least,
He's pretty
as
good
long
scout.
as he said he wasn't giving Al the trivia points in Russia. Martinek sending it along, but certainly he's on the money. Rangers scouts have been sharp with Jarkko Immonen, and in his first NHL game, he's been very impressive. Long shot, saved by Weeks, and Weeks has the puck.
Good save there as Bergenheim went to the net, Bates went to the net, and Weeks held on. The initial shot hit his goal pad. As you can see, the Islanders really dig to keep the puck in the zone. This is a good, hard, low shot. Weeks with a save and very little rebound as he's able to hang on. Another look at the puck took a skip. I didn't realize that at first. It was flipping all the way. You know, with the call-up of Immonen, he's a top 6 forward playing in Hartford. When he comes to the Rangers, they put him in a top 6 forward spot, which is important.
Yeah.
So he can play his game. You know, Steve Ruchin is a terrific player, and he'll be back sooner than later, and it's a good chance for him to heal up with the foot problem. But it's nice to have a person that fits that slot, and then he can do his job.
And there are some players, I think we've talked about it many times, they're better playing with better players. That puck deflected up into the netting by Hunter. Unfortunately, a player like Alexander Giroux, who's played very well in Hartford, came up and he was put on the 4th line. Now, he didn't get a lot of playing time.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
a difficult position for him. He's used to playing first or second line in Hartford.
Now, Ruchinski was the person that was injured there, and they brought him up, but they
moved everybody up.
Yeah, they moved Pruka up a slot.
But Immonen coming in the center position, there was a slot for him, and he stepped right in and has played very nicely, very well tonight. And this will be a good experience for him when he goes back to Hartford as one of the leaders of the Wolfpack.
Yager's had points in 20 consecutive games against the Islanders.
Right.
Doesn't have one yet here tonight.
And a 12-game point scoring streak overall, which is on the line. Michael Nylander has a career-high 11-game point scoring streak on the line with 20 points in those 11 games. The Islanders did a good job of shutting that line down in the first period, and then Straka was able to come up with a goal late. It went off a skate on a pass intended for Yager. Went off an Islanders skate and into the net, and then Straka scored here in the third period on a beautiful feed. Here's a chance in front, saved by Weeks. Great save as he robbed Chris Campoli.
Campoli was there again, and why not? You're down by 2 goals, give it a run, and he ended up almost taking his body wide of the net, and it was a one-handed scoring chance. Watch. How about that? That was a one-handed jab at the puck back to his right side, as Yashin made the nice pass, and there was a kick save with a toe of Steve Weeks' left side. If that puck had got in, Campoli was already behind the goal net. That was a terrific attempt by him and a good save by Kevin Weeks.
There's Yager. 3:20 to go. Rangers leading 3-1. Down the board, Straka with 2 goals in the game. Yager, the pass comes out of the zone.
This line's been against the Yager line most of the night. Bates and Smith on it. Bergenheim there now.
Here's Nylander. Straka's had 5 goals against the Islanders last 2 games. Pass for Yager, tipped by Smith. Yager around the net. Centers in front, intercepted by Bergenheim. Sean Bates.
Campoli go again. He's offside.
Offside.
He's like a racehorse coming from the outside down the stretch, you know, just zoom.
That's it.
Man, can he skate? He had a pretty good game for the most part last night. Blocked 4 shots in the game in Toronto. Look at Smith. Smith has been over near Yager all game long, and I neglected to mention it, but he has been the guy, and he's the centerman on that checking unit, but he's been over beside Yager all game.
Part of the Islander effort to give themselves a better chance at winning the game, but the Rangers have been able to come through after falling behind 1-0 in the first period. Islanders going with a lot of kids in the lineup. Gervais, one of them. Good blocker saved by Weeks. Holweg. That shot deflected off Gervais. DiPietro didn't control. Holweg's got it. Strudwick. Now Hunter with 2:15 to go.
Good hustle by Moore on the back check.
Forced a turnover. Nice pass from Ortmeyer to Holweg. Out to Ortmeyer for the shot. Glove save. DiPietro waits and plays it back. Grabeshkov. Long pass to Yashin. Yashin gets a shot off that went wide. Round the net, stuff in, try, saved by Weeks. And Pody sends Jason Blake down hard.
Yashin comes into Pody. Blake jumps back up. And boy, did Pody ever do the old one-arm slam to the mat. Blake was jamming away at Weeks, who was holding on to the puck. So Pody went over there and gave him a body slam. What the referee calls here, I don't know. We haven't had very much as far as scrums and real intensity in this particular game. There's the save, and 1, 2, 3, more jabs. The puck may have been loose. And boy, did Blake get slammed to the ice. I don't think there's going to be a penalty, Sam. Oh, yeah,
No.
yeah, there is.
There is?
Well, I'm not sure. No, there isn't. How about that? Oh, boy. The referee was staring down at the puck that Blake was jamming at. That could have been 2 minutes for jabbing at the puck for Blake, and certainly should have been 2 minutes for Pody's body slam, the one-arm body slam.
1:47 to go. As the Rangers, if they hold on to this 3-1 lead, will go to 98 points on the season. They will lead the Philadelphia Flyers by 5 points. The Flyers will have a game in hand.
Yager getting double shifted, Sam.
He's on with Imanen
And Sikora.
Ozolinsh plays it back as they look to get Yager, number 53, and the Rangers' single-season record.
Did you see that last play when Yager went to get the puck? Smith was right there.
Yeah. Sikora. Ozolinsh. Nice pass. Here's Yager. He waits, and it's blocked in front. Good play down low by Wyatt Smith. Here's Yager again.
Penalty upcoming.
Penalty on the Islanders. And 1:10 remaining.
Right.
Power play Rangers.
Well, here's a chance for Yager and Nylander to continue their point streaks, and maybe for Yager to set the record. You see 28, Smith, he's right there. Bergenheim's there. Smith has been near Yager the majority of this game. There's the pass, but it was on Yager's backhand side. Look where Smith went.
Yeah.
Right down low and intercepted the play as Sikora was set up for the slam dunk type play. And I think that's the penalty. Again, it's DiPietro's third minor of the game. DiPietro's going to get the penalty.
You're right.
As right there, he knocked the feet out of Imanen with his goal stick. He chopped him to the back of the knee. Third minor he's taken.
DiPietro's third penalty of the game. Bergenheim will serve it, and the Rangers get a power play with 1:10 to go, and Jaromir Jagr looking for the team record 53rd goal of the season, and an extra 2 to DiPietro for unsportsmanlike conduct, giving him 8 penalty minutes in the game.
Well, they changed the number to 34 on the board. I'm not sure why. It's a double minor, though.
Kruka face-off win. Kruka, Nylander, and Jagr with Ozolinsh and Tutin for the power play. Shatan clears. Rangers looking for their 5th win over the Islanders this season. One more game next Tuesday here at the Garden.
Jagr just took himself off the ice with 40 seconds to go in the period.
Islanders have had one regulation win against the Rangers and one shootout win. Nylander moves it around the boards. 30 seconds to go in the game. Nylander. Ozolinsh shot blocked in front by Martinez.
Bates looking for the home run pass. That'll be offside if he touches it.
And he goes back and touches up. Seconds tick off. And they're on their feet at the Garden.
It's an important win for the Rangers, who got their game going a little better after the first period. It was not what you'd term a Picasso, but it was a very important 2 points when you think of it in terms of first place within the division.
Give the coaching staff a lot of credit. They pulled the team together. Kevin Weeks makes 21 saves. Marty Straka with a 2-goal game. And the Rangers defeat the Islanders 3-1.
I think with the mental letdown from the game 2 nights ago against Philadelphia, the thing that was good for the Rangers is when they don't play well, and you see the most points they've had since 93-94, when they don't play real well, they can still depend on their defensive play. They're so schooled defensively that when they're not having a sharp night, they can rely on it some. Shots were 26-22 in favor of the Rangers. A 3-1, very important win. And now they go to Boston for Saturday afternoon.
Yager was shut out, but the Marty Straka picked it up. Jarkko Immonen got his first NHL goal. The Rangers gather in center ice and salute the crowd. And the crowd salutes back. The Rangers with another win. Their 43rd win of the season. And they get closer to that first place spot that they want in the Atlantic Division. They lead the Philadelphia Flyers by 5 points. Rangers have 6 games remaining. The Flyers have 7.
Straka, I think, will be first star. Let's see if Immonen gets picked as a star in this game. I think Immonen deserves to be a pick in this game.
From the beginning, he looked like he belonged. He played a smart game, both ends of the ice, and he came up with a very important goal. It was the goal that tied the game early in the second at 1-1.
From the Rangers, with the first goal of his National Hockey League.
Here is Jarkko Immonen, 3rd star. Welcome to the New York Rangers, Jarkko Immonen. An excellent NHL debut. And another strong game in goal for Kevin Weeks.
Yeah.
He made some very big saves.
Yes, he did.
And the fans with a chant of Weeks.
Just the one goal that beat him, and it deflected off a teammate's stick and really dipped and went through him. But he made some good saves, especially not a lot of work in the first period, but key saves when the Rangers weren't very sharp.
And the Oppenheimer Funds Team Contributor Award goes to the #1 star of the game, Marty Straka, with 2 goals. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. Don't forget, the MSG Sports Desk follows New York Rangers hockey. Full recap of the Rangers Islanders. Dave Maloney will be in the studio to talk about the Rangers and the NHL. Rangers defeat the Islanders 3-1, 98 points on the season. We'll be right back. Rangers' lead in the Atlantic Division is now 5 points on the Philadelphia Flyers, and when they win, Sweet Caroline plays in the locker room.
Where it began, that's where it began to know it. But that I know was
So back-to-back wins for Kevin Weeks, who's coming through for the Rangers at a time in the season when it's going to be determined whether they have home ice or not. I mean, let's face it, the first period, for whatever reason, the team wasn't at their best. The coaches noticed that. I wondered if you noticed that, but you certainly were ready to go. Did you feel like you were holding the ship together there in the beginning?
Thanks. I felt okay. We were just a split second behind, but we still were playing hard, and credit to them. They're a young team now. They have a lot of young guys that are playing for jobs, and they're really enthusiastic. For some of them, it's their first time through the league. So they caught us on our heels a little bit, but we made an adjustment in between periods from within and also the coaching staff. So kind of got us going.
What does it say about the team now at this point of the season? 2 on a night when things aren't looking that great, they pull out the win.
Well, so it says a lot about our team. I think it speaks to our character that we have in the room. I think it speaks to the support and the preparation that we get from the coaching staff as well. And, you're not always going to win games. Like I said, you can't always paint Picasso's every game. You got to give credit to the opposition, the teams you're playing against too.
In these 2 wins, you've made some crazy saves. Do you feel like your confidence in everything that goes into whatever you have to do your job is the highest it's been this season?
Not so much. I think, again, the stage has been a little bit different these last 2 games. Obviously, there's a lot more on the line, so to speak. So the significance is obviously that much greater. But I felt the same way at different games throughout the course of the season. But again, more importantly now, team-wise, we're where we want to be. And we've gotten these last 2 victories in order to try to get that 3rd seed.
You get the sense as you go out and live your life in the city that New York's getting involved in this a little bit now? Because I think after the Olympics, the feel in the building's been different.
I think so. I think for whatever reason, I think maybe some people are still a little skeptical or unsure, and it seems now as though we've made a lot more believers out of everybody. So we're always thankful to have that support. I mean, that makes a huge difference. Coming from Carolina, as I said, when we had that support from the fans down there, it makes all the world of a difference, and we're getting that here, and the guys are certainly appreciative of it, and so is the coaching staff.
What's your take in watching Jaromir Jagr go through a season like this, knowing that he's not shooting those pucks at you?
He doesn't practice, so that's a good thing. It helps us improve and get a lot sharper and learn a lot from him too. He's been through so much, and it's the equivalent of having a Kobe Bryant type player on your team, and that's tough to have in hockey. It's a lot easier to dominate a basketball or baseball game individually, but hockey, it's tough to do. It's a real team sport, and he has that type of impact on the ice. It's incredible to watch.
Okay, how would you describe what's going to happen in the last 6 games?
We just have to continue slugging it out the way we did the last 2. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves. I don't think we're that type of team. We're a very humble team, and we bring our lunch pails to work every day to go along with the skill that we have. So I think we'll just have to continue doing that. It's served us well thus far.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, Kevin Weeks wins back-to-back. Back to you, Sam.
Thank you, Al. Thanks to Kevin Weeks, his 13th win of the season. The goal of the game is brought to you by Bud Light. Smooth and refreshing Bud Light. Great taste, great times. And it came early in the second period. This is Jarkko Immonen, just called up from Hartford. Forced a turnover. Pruka to Immonen. Immonen moves in, flips it over Rick DiPietro. First game, first NHL goal. And Peter Pruka gathers the puck in from one rookie to another. Congratulations for the Rangers. 98 points, maintain their lead on, or widen their lead on the Philadelphia Flyers, maintain their hold on the number 3 seed in the Frozen Four. BC defeated North Dakota 6-5. Wisconsin leads Maine in the second period 3-1. The championship game is Saturday night. Rangers defeat the Islanders 3-1. Rangers in Boston Saturday afternoon on NBC. We'll be back with you on Sunday night at 7:30 from the Meadowlands against the Devils. Henrik Lundqvist wins the Stephen McDonald Extra Effort Award. That started the night off. Sports Desk follows Rangers hockey. The full Rangers recap, Dave Maloney in the studio, and the Masters wrap-up. Then tonight at 10 o'clock, Hockey Night New York Live with Al Trotwick. He's got Lou Lamoriello on the show and a whole lot more. At 10:30, Blue Shirts Inside Out, followed by Rangers in 60. And our thanks to Eric and Mike Goldstein from Glen Cove, New York, for their generous pledge to the WFUV Pledge Drive. For JD and Al, this is Sam Rosen. Good night, everyone.